Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today. As you can see, I'm in my bedroom today, and I haven't put on any makeup. I wanted to do a video and show you some of the things that I have been getting while I've been on the lockdown, because I ordered a few things and there was quite a delay, obviously, with delivery and the whole lockdown thing. I think deliveries are taking longer, then everything suddenly arrives at once. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a haul video, and then I might come back and do certain products in a bit more detail. And I also wanted to talk about a couple of things that I've dug out of my removal boxes that I've been rediscovering in the last couple of weeks, which is almost like buying as well. Now, don't worry, if you are on a budget as well, there are plenty of budget options here as well. Really good products, a lot of them from Aldi. Really made some wonderful discoveries at Aldi recently. So hope you enjoy this and stay tuned. After I filmed this and put it together on editing, I realised it was 50 minutes long. So I am actually going to split this up into different sections, and I'll put the details below of what videos are coming up next. Okay, now some of you will have seen that I opened this on my live. This is Charlotte's new magic serum, and this is the full size bottle, which is 30 mils. And you may have seen previously that I criticised the fact that I thought that the travel size was very small and quite expensive in terms of price per mil. So this is £2 per mil. This works out as £2 per mil for 30 mils, and the travel size is £3.15 and a half pence per mil. So she's basically ranked up £1.15 and a half pence. But if you put in an order to Charlotte Tilbury, you can actually get a sample. And when I got another sample of this as well. And when I received that, I thought, that looks like it might have quite a bit in it. So I did a little experiment, and I'm just going to cut to that video here. Hello guys, I'm in my kitchen, as you can see, because I wanted to film a little experiment. And in order to do so, I need my kitchen scales, and I will show you what I'm about to do. Now, I've ordered a sample of the magic serum, and there seems to be quite a lot in here. So I'm intrigued as to how much you get when you order a sample of the serum, given that the travel size is not that much. So I have my scales all to the ready. Let's see how much serum. There is no indication on here, I wish there was, that tells you how much serum you're getting in the sample. So I'm going to measure it. Stay tuned. Okay, here goes, guys. I might have to do hands-free after a while and come back, but let's just start squeezing this in, shall we, to see how much serum. Come on, serum, are you going to come out? I'm going to have to go hands-free. I'll be back in a second. Experiment was messed up because it turned off just as I was filling the pot halfway. But when I take this off here, it tells me that it's -6 mils, and I know that the pot is 5 mils in weight. So you are getting 1 mil of serum. Now, given that you are buying 8 mils for £25, you're still getting quite a bit of serum compared to the travel size. Hi guys, I've just cleaned out the pot and I've reset this to 0, and I've weighed the pot and it says 4 mils. So the fact that it said -3 mils, it's somewhere between 3 and 4. The fact that it said -6 means that there's 2 mils of product in Charlotte's sample. So yeah, you're getting 2 mils. So as you can see, the experiment went a little bit wrong because the weighing machine turned off halfway through. But I was able to work out that there is somewhere between, I think, 1.5 to 2 mils of product in the sample. Now, when you consider that the travel size of this, which costs £25, is only 8 mils, you're getting a quarter of what you would pay £25 for. Now, I don't know how long that's going to last you, but considering you're just putting a few drops on, I think you'll probably get, depending on how much you want to use, but if you use a couple of drops, you could probably eke it out for a week. Okay, let's move on, shall we, to the next things that I want to talk about. I will be coming back and doing a more in-depth review of the Magic Serum. You saw me opening it live, first impression on my channel. I'm giving it a couple of days and I'll be back to give you an update on that. Okay, so before my hauled items, I thought I'd show you some items that were buried away that I'd only just bought before I moved. So they're in date, they're not stale or anything. And I'd forgotten I had them because I boxed them up ready for moving. And I've pulled them out and they've really come in handy right now. And I'm really loving them. Now the first, I couldn't remember the name of the brand on my live the other day. But the first one is this. And it's by Nuxe. And I don't know how you pronounce it in French. I am quite good at pronouncing French, but this is not easy for me to pronounce. I'll put the details below. But in English, it basically is multi-purpose dry oil for face, body and hair. And I have been using this in my hair. So what I do is the night before I'm going to wash it, I actually put a generous amount in. But you can actually get away with, I haven't washed my hair. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be washing my hair today. But if you put a tiny amount in, it is a dry oil. So it's not going to, I can get quite greasy roots. So I do have to be careful. But obviously where my colour is fading, it's starting to look dry. Just put a few drops on my hands like that and just take it through the ends. And it doesn't make your hair look greasy. It just gives it a lovely shine. Really nice smell, and it's a multitasker, so you can see I'm doing that and it's not making my hair look greasy. The products from Nuxe smell amazing. I got this in a set, a little travel set. I'm going to show you what the set looks like. They sell them, if you're in the UK, at Marks and Spencer's. That is going to last you a long time, so you don't need to get a full size of it. You can use it on your body, as I say, you can use it on your face if you don't mind sort of more perfumed oils on your face. And it's got lots of really good oils in it. Let me show you what it came in. Okay, so this is what it came in. All the things have kind of moved about in here, but I got a scented shower oil with golden shimmer and a beautifying scented body lotion, and also a travel size of this perfume, which is they do all sorts of different ones, but this one just smells really lovely. Sort of reminds me of being in France. I don't know whether that means anything to you if I say it reminds me of a French scent, and Nuxe are French. Just reminds me of being in Paris, to be honest. So you can get a set, and in this set originally there's a little leaflet at the back. Let me just check that I didn't miss out any products that I've already used up. No, that was it. So, and you get the little bag, right, a see-through bag, so if you're going on holiday. The oil is brilliant. I've done my hair with it. It's keeping it from looking too brassy. Really good, and doesn't make your hair greasy. Okay, I just put my hairband back on. Now the next product was another one that was kind of, I dug out the box. I just bought before I moved. This is quite expensive for what it is. Well, no, it's quite expensive, but I think actually it's worth it. If you have got watery eyes and you have got a lot of under eye darkness, I would definitely recommend this. This is Skinceuticals Mineral Eye UV Defense. So it's got an SPF of 30 and it's actually a sun protection for under your eyes. Now, I bought this when I saw Pixie Woo, Nikki Chapman, and she had been to see a dermatologist, I think, about her under eye darkness. And the dermatologist had looked under her eyes and said that sometimes what we think is circulation causing the darkness is actually pigmentation. And she started moving the skin very gently under her eyes and realizing that some of it, so basically if it moves, can you see that if the darkness moves, it's not circulation, it's discoloration from sun damage. Okay, and of course I tried it and mine moves. So I thought I must get a sun protection for under my eyes that's not going to make my eyes water. Now, you know that my eyes are very sensitive. They water, they're watering today because I'm by the window and I'm quite sensitive to pollen. I haven't put on any of this yet today, but I'm going to show you. Now, it does leave a slight white cast, but it's got some tint in it. Okay, it has got a little bit of tint in it. Can you see that? But let me just dab it under my eyes. I have found that this is really good. It gives a good level of protection under the eyes. But also, what is good about this is it's designed not to migrate. And when you put it on, it stays put. It doesn't start moving up into the eyes. It dries down really quickly. And I have found, definitely noticed a difference in my under eye darkness. And you can see that I do have pigmentation going up to the eye area. So I'm just seeing how much of that over the next few weeks is due actually more about pigmentation and not just about sleepless nights, which I've definitely had as well, by making sure that I put this sun protection under my eyes. And it is very good for not transferring. Now, if you don't have sensitive eyes, skin is skin, and you can use sunscreen. And you've seen me, I've used sunscreen under there. But this is just one less thing to potentially get into my eyes, which is why it was worth it for me. So that's Skinceuticals Mineral Eye UV Defense. That is not cheap, but you only need a little bit and you get 10 mils for your money. Okay, moving on. Okay, I'm moving on to another thing that I dug out that I just bought before I moved. I'm thinking I've got to use these things up, and this is pigment for eyes. This is the La Roche-Posay. You all know that I love the Tilbury, and I've been using that a lot. Let me just get that and you will see what I'm talking about. Right, this, I did a whole video on it. It's wonderful stuff. If you've got sensitive eyes, it's fantastic. You can put it on. It's called Tilbury. It is approved by the Allergy Association. You can dot it under your eyes like so. Probably should have put this on before my sunscreen, but never mind. You can dot it on your eyelids. You can go really near my eyes. It just does not make my eyes water at all. And you can really get where you need the moisture. It's got niacinamide in it. So it's got really good ingredients. Really, really good La Roche-Posay eye cream for everyone. I would just say I'd be very surprised if anyone gets irritated by that. There may be ingredients that some people get irritated to, but this one is probably your safest bet. Everybody gets allergic to different things, so you can never guarantee it. But I would say this is your safest bet. And a pharmacist once recommended, I got this for Jack when Jack had some dermatitis on his eyelids. And I already had it. And I thought, if a pharmacist can recommend this for a child's eyelid, then you know it's safe. And incidentally, his dermatitis cleared within a day. But moving on from that, I also got the one for pigment around the eyes. So moving on from the sunscreen, this is supposed to target pigment. And given that I have a lot of pigment around here, like they call this the mask of pregnancy, and that's when it actually appeared. I thought I'd try this. Now, it's La Roche-Posay again. It's got a slight bit of pigment in it. And it's quite brightening. I'm going to put this side. I find that I can use this and it's still very good for sensitive eyes. It's the same company that does Tilbury, but it's got some added ingredients that help for pigmentation. It's also got this metal applicator at the end, which can be quite cooling. I don't like to use that too much in case some of the cream gets sucked back into the tube and it's not that hygienic. If I do use it, I would just do that and then squeeze the cream on rather than actually squeezing it and gliding it, because I don't want to suck cream back in the tube that I've just put onto my eyes. That's when you get infections. But it's very cooling applicator, and it's just a really good eye cream. So I found that is just as good for my sensitive eyes. But there are some more ingredients in that may cause irritation. So just be careful if you've got ultra sensitive eyes. Stick with Tilbury. Now, I do have a parcel that I haven't yet opened that just arrived from La Roche-Posay. I'm going to open that at the end and we'll come back to La Roche-Posay in a while. I love La Roche-Posay as a brand. They are a good pharmaceutical brand with plenty of clinical evidence. They're not like these skincare brands that say, you know, there's a fruit of the bam bam tree and it's got mystical effects. You know, it's all using ingredients with quite a lot of evidence behind them, as much as skincare ingredients have got evidence. Things like niacinamide, vitamin C, retinol, those kind of ingredients, rather than these more obscure ingredients that you're never quite sure whether they're really that effective. These are really good, really safe products, and they don't cost you a fortune. They're not mega cheap, but they're not really luxury skincare prices either. Really good, middle of the range, good, solid products. Okay, this isn't a haul. This was a freebie, but I wanted to say a thank you because I got a box from Margaret Dabbs to thank me for my recent review. So I just want to show you what's in that box and to tell you a little bit about the products. So I got a foot soak, but this foot soak is actually from the vegan range, which is good. So I did get a foot soak before, but this one doesn't have all the emu oil and the stuff like that. Now, I haven't smelt this yet. Beautiful smell, very different to the non-vegan one. Smells, again, just whenever I smell the products, it just reminds me of being at a health spa. So I'll give you some updates about this. If there's anything in particular that you want an update on, just leave a comment below and I will come back to it if there's a particular request. Otherwise, I will give you an update if there's stuff to really tell you about. Now, you know my thoughts about the firming leg serum. This is wonderful stuff. It's really helped me through my lymphedema flare-up. I've now got loads of this, and thank you, Margaret Dabbs, for sending me some more. I'm going to make use of it. Right, she also sent me a foot file, which is great. I've got one, but it's great to have another one. I've used this a lot, again, where my hard skin builds up and I get ulceration on the bottom of my feet. You can actually get reusable stickers that go on here, and the pack comes with 2 spares. Really good foot file. Just don't bother with the rest. They're not as good as this, and this has had some wonderful reviews. If you're going to get a foot file, get a Margaret Dabbs foot file. And I'm not just saying that because she sent it me for free. I bought one before, and I've tried plenty of foot files in my time. This is gentle but effective. Very, very good and very well made. Moving on, I also got a foot lotion. And this, again, a foot lotion. It smells beautiful. I won't open it because I've already got one open, but it smells beautiful. Really fresh, lemony, minty smell. Just really makes your feet feel really soft with the emu oil in. And she sent me another black leg mask. Now, you may have seen I was wearing this on my legs the other day when my legs were in pain and I had a flare-up of lymphedema. This is amazing. Halfway through me lying down with this leg mask on, I'll try and put this delicately, but I had to get up and go and powder my nose, which tells you how effective it is, because basically it was draining the water that was in my legs, that was just stuck there. It's such a good product, and it just relieves my pain. If you have got heavy swollen legs or lymphedema, you must try this mask. It's incredible. And last but not least, she sent me some hand cream, which was really nice because I don't have this at all. And this says, let me tell you what it says: a luxurious treatment enriched with white water lily to boost the skin's moisture levels, and nutrient-dense seaweed extract to protect, regenerate and help reverse the signs of aging, with the added scent of geranium and mandarin. And I love geranium and mandarin scents. Smells absolutely delicious. And let's face it, we all need to look after our hands at the moment with all the extra hand washing. Smells amazing, feels amazing. I'm really happy. I wish I'd known that this was coming though, because I've ordered some from La Roche-Posay, and I have a feeling that this is going to smell nicer than that. The La Roche-Posay has probably got more barriers in it, more of a medical kind of hand cream. This is, mind you, this would be medical because she's a podiatrist. So anyway, so be it. You can never have too much hand cream. So thank you so much, Margaret Dabbs, for those products.